Hello, Year 3. It's Mrs. Masuku with lesson 23 for your Line of Inquiry challenge. So this is our last lesson now, and we are going to be gathering our last things for our personal history boxes today. I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see the PowerPoint that I have prepared. Okay, so we have our question, how can we find out about people in the past? And we have been historians all term, trying to find out information about history and working out ways that we can research people and history from the past. So here I have got a list of different ways that you can find out about the past and ways that we have started to look at how we can find out about ourselves right now if we were looking back on our current lives. So we can look at photos, we can look at pictures and paintings, we can look at old maps, we can look at the census, we can ask people about life before they were born, all these different things and different ways we can research history and be historians. And there are different techniques that you're using for your personal history boxes too. So you have your challenge, which you know what it is. And as I've said already, today you are going to be finishing adding things to your personal history box or your time capsule. So there I am again, my picture. You've seen this already. I've got my history box that I've been filling up. And so far inside, you should have your self-portrait that you did. You might have done a painting, or you might have done it with pen or pencil or a sketch. That's fine. So you should have that in there. You should have your paragraph describing yourself using lovely descriptive adjectives and noun phrases, and some sentences put together in a paragraph describing yourself. And a photo. I said that if you've got a photo of yourself, you can put that into your personal history box too. If you don't have one, that's okay. We've got a picture using your self-portrait. So today you are going to complete a census of your household. You're going to draw a map of where you live, or you're going to print out, if you've got a printer, you can print out part of a map to mark on where you live. You're going to be drawing some pictures of your favourite films or books, and you are going to be adding anything else that you like to put in your box, ready to share with Year 3 on our Teams call on the 12th of February. So that's the Friday, the last day of our term, last day of term 3. And we're going to be doing our video call on Teams. We're going to get to see what's in different people's boxes. Okay then. So let's get started with completing your census. If you have got the learning pack printed out, you can complete it in your learning pack, then cut it out and put it in your box. If you haven't, you can just do it on some lined paper and use the template that I've given you. If you're checking on the online resources for the web school website, you can just make your own and put it in your box. So here I've done an example. So we've got the city of Bristol, that's where I live. We've got the area of Easton, that's where our school is, and the date of the census. So today, when you're doing this lesson, it should be Thursday, the 11th of February 2021. And this is a bit of a mixture. I'm not going to give you all my address, so I've pretended that I live at school. And here, there's only one household that I live with my husband, and there's only the two of us. There's only one group of families that live at this address, and that's just our family. So I've said that I live at 23 All Hallows Road, and the name of everyone that lives in my house. So Tom Masuku, he's the head of the household, my husband, and he's married to me and he's aged 34, and I've got his job there. He's a manager and he was born in Bristol in England. Okay, and next up we've got my name. And my relation to the head of the household, my relation to my husband, is wife. I'm his wife. And we're both married, so I've put married. My age, I'm telling you all my age, giving you all my personal information this challenge, aren't I? So I'm 32. We all know my job. I'm a teacher, and where I was born in Worcester in England. Okay. Okay, next up, when you have done your census, you are going to include a map. So like I've said, you can go on the computer and mark on the map. So here you can see I've marked where school is on the map because I don't want to give you actually my address. Or you could just draw a picture of where you live and what it looks like on your street. Okay, so that's something else that can go into your personal history box. Next up, you can either draw or write which your favourite books are. So I put 2 books there. I've put Matilda. Matilda's such a good story written by Roald Dahl, so make sure you include the author too. And also I put The Boy Who Grew Dragons. We all read that in term 1 and it was such a good story, wasn't it? And that's by Andy Shepherd. So I've done 2 pictures there. And you can draw the pictures or you can write them. And then I've put my favourite movie or TV show. It's something called Neighbours. I don't know if you know it, but it's my favourite. It's on every day and I watch it. It's something I've watched since I was young. Anyway, you can put what's important to you on your in your box and make sure you include that. And then finally, you can add anything else to your box that captures your life now. So imagine if you were going to bury your box, you might want to bury it in the garden, and then you dig it up in 20 years' time. And then you see, oh my goodness, this is everything that I did when I was 7 or 8 years old. And this is what I looked like. This is what this is my description. And you might want to include some other things like games or toys that remind you of what it's like to be a 7 or an 8-year-old. Okay, now you don't need to do that. And sometimes you might not want to put your favorite toy in now and then not be able to play with it, but you can put it in ready for our session on Friday when we're going to reveal them and we're going to be talking about them on our Teams call. Okay, so even if you've got some toys or if you've got some games or if you've got something that's really important, it might be like a special blanket, you don't need to keep it in your box afterwards, but it might be nice to have it there ready for when we do our big reveal and we talk about them on our live session at 1 o'clock on Friday. Okay then, so there we have it. You have all made super duper personal history boxes so that we can find out about what it's like to be you in 2021 when you're 7 or 8 years old. Well done, Year 3. It's really, really exciting that we're going to be sharing them with each other live on our Teams call. And well done for completing your inquiry. Mr. Matthews and I really can't wait. Once you have got everything inside your box before we do our Teams call, we would love it if you could take some photos of everything all together, because you haven't had to send in anything so far this week, but take some photos of your box and take some photos of your paragraph so that we can read your description and we can see everything that's inside your box, and then you can email it to me or Mr. Matthews because we would love to see them. Okay, well done, and we can't wait to see you on our call. Bye.